Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to visit a country I've not been to for quite a while, and that is Germany, and take a look at one of their Type 2 Einmannpackungen. Now this particular one I did open about a year ago just to do a comparison between the new bag style and the old box, but it was resealed, not been touched since, so I need to open it again and see what this actual contains. So let's get this on a table and see what this large pack contains. As you can see, I now have here laid out on the table this German Einmannpackung Type 2. Now this one I've had quite a while. I don't know if you can see the best before date. It expired on September 2020. Very difficult to see in the light there. I have opened this one once before. About a year and a half ago I did a comparison against the Type 2 boxed Einmannpackung and this newer bagged version. So you might want to go back and have a look at that video for a comparison. It's about 1.5 years ago. I did reseal it and it's not been opened since, so no easy open seal. Heavy duty bag just like the US MRE. So let's reopen and check again what this actually contains. So open my previous slit there with a knife, bring my old friend back in, and straight away 24-hour pack. Nice impressive set of contents. So let's move these to one side and we'll start seeing what we actually have. Straight off the top we have some salty biscuits, 2 packs salty biscuits. We have a vanilla cake bar, we have sweet biscuits. Just see if I can keep that in shot, keep all the biscuits together. There is a third salty biscuits, so lots of salty biscuits and a packet of sweet. We have another biscuits, sweet biscuits again, so very biscuits heavy. We have what I think is a pate of tuna, and it might be tuna in tomato sauce. I'll do a full translation, but looking at that, I should imagine that says tomato. So tomato and fish, probably tuna. I think this is probably another pate. It does say pate there, so there's a meat style pate. Again, I'll do a full translation of these. Let's put those that way. We have 2 peach jams. Now there is one of the main meals there. Pork goulash with pasta. So it's in English and German on one side and French on the other. So that is pork goulash with pasta. See if I can pull out any more mains. There is another mains there. This time meatballs in tomato sauce or tomato sauce, depending on which country you're from, and again in different languages depending on which side you look at. Then there's, I'll just drop some on the floor, a couple of wet naps. See if I can squeeze them all on, keep them in shot. We have some TP or tissues, whatever the need first arises. We have one accessory bag, which I'll just put to one side at the moment. There is a second accessory pack, again put that to one side. We have what appears to be 2 dark chocolate bars. And last but not least, there is, I think that is just a list of contents. So that is that contents of the bag. I think what we will do is, while we're here and we have a little bit of room, we'll have a look at the accessory packs. So Accessory Pack 1 contains, dropping things all over the floor, just some Accutabs, some sterilising tablets. There is some sugar-free gum. Where can I put these? And 1, 2, 3 lemon flavoured, 4 lemon flavoured isotonic drink powders. So a lot of repetition. So open the other accessory bag, again another large accessory pack containing a lot of items. So we have 1, 2 coffee whiteners, a milky drink mix. So 2 coffee whiteners, 2 coffees, another whitener, so there's 4 whiteners, and now a tea. So up to now 4 whiteners, 2 coffees and a tea. I'm still going. This bag contains an awful lot of little extras. There is a salt, put it at the top there, another tea, 2 more coffees. So now there is 4 coffees, 4 whiteners, 2 teas. Wow, this bag never seems to stop giving. These are sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 sugars. And finally, salt, 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 salt. 4 packets of salt. Can't see any pepper. How interesting. So, this is the contents of this German Type 2 Einmannpackung. From the look of it, there's a lot of repetition, but let's get these out on the tray and come back with what I would consider breakfast. And as you can see, I now have here laid out on the tray what I would consider breakfast from this very limited range German Type 2 Einmannpackung. Now, as we've seen in the contents, there is a very big repercussion of biscuits and drinks and jams, so there's very little actually I could think I can put together as a breakfast. But what there was, I'm going for one of the 4 lemon isotonic drink powders, a milky coffee using the 3 contents there. We'll take a look at one of the wipes. Got some salty biscuits. There was a huge reliance on biscuits. With the salty biscuits, I thought we'll take a look at this Pate Intenso, so it's an intense liver pate. And then just for a little bit of sweetness, I'm going to try the sweet biscuits with one of the peach jams from the packet. So let's start where I normally like to start, taking a look at some of the drinks. So I'm going to go for one of the coffees. So straight off, make it just how I like it. So the coffee is a fine medium looking coloured granular powder there, and a mix for milky drink, so I'm assuming that's the term for a whitener. So let's add that. Standard looking whitener powder, and an 8 gram of sugar. So there was quite a few of those. I don't think I'll need the full 8 grams, so I'll just give that approximately half. Let's put that somewhere out of the way. And I thought for this I'm going to bring in a tool I've not used for quite a while. This is an old German Army knife, fork, spoon set, so I thought it would be appropriate for the German Einmannpackung. Just slots together nicely, and you get a can opener, bottle opener, a basic knife, very large spoon, and a fork. So it's a nice little cutlery set which you don't get to use very often. Right, so first off, I think I should just use the knife because the spoon's very big, just to mix up the coffee. And as always, to give it its best chance, I'll give it about 3/4 of a cup. I won't fill it all of the way. A lot of these coffees are quite poor quality, and I do like to be fair and give them at least a chance by only using half to 3/4 of a mug. And then we'll take a look at one of the 4 lemon drink powders. Again, not much variety, all 4 are lemon. This calls for 250 millilitres of water, so that would be about 2/3 of this glass. So obviously all 4 would make 1 litre, so I suppose that is the thinking. Most European armies bottles and canteens are a litre, so 4 of them would go into 1 canteen. This is nice fine powder, and again I'm just going to use the knife just to stir this because that spoon is rather large. And about, as we say, half to 3/4 of a glass. Good mix. And just wipe that knife down there. Okay, so working our way along, we'll open one of the salty biscuits. Now there is quite a lot of these. I think just 1 packet of each will probably go through the whole review, so I will have plenty of spares. But if you're a troop, I'm sure it becomes very repetitious. So there is 4 of the crackers, salty biscuits. I should just get 1 for this purpose, so there's 4 of the little simple square biscuits there. And I should imagine the same for the sweet. So we'll just open the sweet biscuits. Squeeze them out. Quite tough packaging, they're well protected. And there's one of the sweet biscuits, same style as the salty, but obviously hopefully sweet. And to go with that, we'll take a look at the peach jam. One of the peach jams, very much repetition, keep saying it, very disappointed. And again, giving me a little bit of trouble, so I'll just bring in my old faithful friend just to open that peach jam. So nice little set jam there. And last but not least, we shall take a look at this Pate Intenso. So intense liver. So I'm expecting a lot of liver flavour from this one. Standard sort of pate seen around the world. So where shall we start? I think I'm going to have a look at the coffee first. There's a little bit of floating whitener, nice dark looking coffee. Medium roast. Like many ration coffees, a very basic cheap brand, doesn't taste anything like a good coffee. Very mild, no bitterness, just a standard middle of the road cheap store-bought style coffee. Nothing exciting, just a very simplistic taste of home perhaps, but not an exciting coffee. Let's take a look at this lemon drinks powder. Nice to see that it's not fluorescent lemon, it is just a clear drinks there. Oh, hardly any sugar, slight taste of lemon. It is more of an electrolyte drink. You can taste the electrolytes, you can taste the salts. There's a small background of lemon, no colouring. Actually, I think it's quite unpleasant. This is an electrolyte powder mix, not really seen as a refreshing lemon drink. Both drinks, in my opinion, quite disappointing compared to the old box German Einmannpackung. Okay, so Intenso Pate. Just go straight for the mains. Just use the knife, give it a little bit of a stir. Standard sort of pate texture, quite smooth, nice and easy to get out of the tin there and spread. Just have a little taste of the pate on its own. Not as intense as I was expecting. not a strong liver flavour. It is quite mild. It's pleasant. There is a lot of other ingredients in there. Cereals, salt, pepper. Quite salty. It's actually a very pleasant, very enjoyable pate. With it saying intenso, I was expecting a very strong liver pate. Not strong at all. Liver's in the background. There was a lot of other flavours going on there. Quite a pleasant tasting pate. I think we'll just try looking at this salty biscuit. Try a little bit off. Nice crack. Not overly hard. Good basic wheat flour cracker. Nice cracker texture. There is a flavour of salt. Often these salty crackers you don't taste the salt, but you can in this one. A nice good wheat cracker. It's going to go well. Perfect for a base for the pate. Goes exceptionally well. Good pate, good flavour, not strong at all. It says intenso, certainly not. Very good, very tasty, very enjoyable. Both the cracker and the pate. Let's clean the knife there because I'm now going to go into the jam. Let's try one of these sweet biscuits. Same look. A little bit more firmer to crack. Very much like a basic we have here in the UK, simple plain wheat flour biscuits called Rich Tea. So anyone from the UK that know Rich Tea biscuits, this is what they taste like. Nice little slight sweetness. Get the impression, well, not very big, but would make a good dunking biscuit. Certainly does. You can quite easily dunk those in tea or coffee. I am going to try a little bit of this peach jam. Nicely set. Nicely set. No large chunks of fruit in there. Let's just have a little taste of that on its own. Not a very strong flavour of peach, but it is a very sweet, soft jam. It does seem a little artificial. Feels like there's a lot of artificial flavours going on in there. Not sure about how much actual fruit is in there, but it is a sweet topping. Tops well on this sweet cracker. Personally, no reason why you can't enjoy that, but I think this cracker really is a perfect tea or coffee dunker. So, overall, bit of a mixed bag. Very disappointing drinks, both hot and cold, but the main components for the breakfast, the pate for sure, is a very nice, enjoyable pate, not intense like the packet suggests. I am going to eat quite a bit more of this. It's enjoyable. The rest is going to go in the fridge, and I'm sure my wife would also enjoy the rest of the can. So, overall, a satisfactory breakfast, disappointing on the drinks. So join me on my next video where I'll take a look at what could be considered lunch and dinner components. But for now, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.